So in the light of that, the committee's report was to the effect that ideally we should have an annulment of the problems. However, the committee also acknowledged that there are real obstacles that make it difficult for us to do that. One, the party's constitution does not have a provision for an annulment of election. Two, we are time-bound because we need to be presenting a candidate by tomorrow to the Electoral Commission. So given these difficulties, and also there are legal challenges that could be mounted by whoever won, and the party clearly will not be able to go through any other process without presenting candidate very quickly. So in the light of that, the party effectively has taken the recommendation, which is that we, given the difficulties of time and also the legal challenges, we have no option but to present Baba Jamal, who actually won according to the Electoral Commission declaration. But the party also wants to signal that we take into consideration the step taken by the president. And the president acted purely on the back of what happened on Saturday, allegations that he had. He asked for Baba Jamal, who was High Commissioner in Nigeria, to be recalled. We think that that was totally appropriate by the president. We also want to urge the president that apart from Baba Jamal, I think two other of the candidates also are in positions of appointment. I think they are on various boards, and similar measures to be taken as well to just show that we as a party feel that anyone who was involved in this inappropriate conduct have to be punished once they are appointed by the government. So that is definitely a step that we are recommending to the president to take. We also want to say that we are going to do a comprehensive review of the whole processes that lead to our elections, our internal elections are concerned. So we are expanding the committee that was appointed. We are adding 4 more members to that committee to make a 7-member committee. And that 7-member committee will extensively come up with recommendations as to how we can once and for all deal with this, should I call it, canker, which has to do with anything that amounts to inappropriate conduct as far as elections are concerned. So we're expecting that committee to immediately resume, start its duty and then submit a report to us very, very, very soon. And we expect that report will help us to be able to deal with this once and for all. But the final thing I would say is that we are conscious of the fact that this practice has been with us, not just as the NEC, but also the FDP. We want to, for example, take note of what the IMPs came out with to say that they thought it was wrong. We agree with them that it was wrong. But we also want to admit the fact that the MPs themselves pretty much know that a lot of them who are in Parliament today cannot exactly be the one to cast the first stone, because they clearly must have done things of this nature themselves. So we need to approach this issue comprehensively and admit that in the past things have been done wrongly, and therefore we come up with the recommendations that will ensure that in the future we can deal with this conclusively. What I can tell you is that once those set of rules come in place, nobody will be able to escape. The party, therefore, will have the strength to take a clear, strong decision. Possibly, I'm sure the recommendation will include dealing very drastically with any member that goes against the recommendations to come, and therefore we'll be able to find a solution to this.
There's a conversation about sanctions. I mean, you say that the people have confirmed at least that something has changed, and you thought that was not the right practice. Are you at least going to consider sanctions against all 5 or any of those found culpable in that report?
That's what we said already, that we want to encourage that the president should, the same sanction that has been, the same thing that has been done to Baba Jamal, the same thing should be done to any other who has been found guilty, who is in appointed position, because that has to do with the code of ethics as far as the government is concerned. As far as the party is concerned, that's what we said. Given the constraint of time, we clearly have no option but simply to go ahead with the result that we saw, because there's no way we can change the result. We cannot get a candidate tomorrow, so we are compelled to go back with. Ideally, we would have had to annul, but we simply cannot do it because of the real time and also constitutional obstacles.
President Mahmoud may be able to sanction Baba Jamal. What about the other 4 candidates?
I just answered that. Are you sure you're listening to me?
I'm actually listening.
I just told you that apart from Baba Jamal, there are others who are part of the 5 who are also appointees of the government. So our recommendation that the president should take step also to be able to take them out of whatever position they are in government.
This 7-member committee, what will be extensively their terms of reference? Are they also supposed to come up with sanctions or clearly tell the party to ban all forms of giving when it comes to elections?
That really is the point. The point is first and foremost to come up with recommendations that will make it impossible for any cycle to be done. Two, also recommendation as to what to do if anybody, in spite of the fact that we are going to make it very difficult, if anybody still tries to do that, what appropriate steps and penalties and sanctions have to be applied.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Please, what is the name of the one who chaired?
Who chaired what?
Sorry. The one who chaired yesterday's meeting. But he mentioned the name. That is the total.
You don't know your national chairman?
I don't know the national chairman.